Hello there, welcome to this practice, Yoga for Low Back Pain. Thank you for choosing this video. Thank you for choosing to practice with the Yoga with Anja community. Make sure you've subscribed and make sure you like the video if it was beneficial to you at the end of this practice. Leave any comments, any feedback down below, and I look forward to get back to you and to hear about how it went. So if you've chosen this video, most likely something is going on in your lumbar area, in the low back area. We are very prone to having injuries there, or just kind of that backache that follows us for quite a long time throughout our lives. But hopefully by starting to practice yoga and by having a little routine that you can follow, we will start to ease off from the pain, and that you get more of a good night's sleep, that throughout the day you're not constantly thinking of your back. Just be aware as well of your posture, how you're holding yourself during the day. You can tuck your tailbone under and kind of rotate the pelvis forward. That's one thing you can do standing, and not kind of over exaggerating that back bend with the upper back. So just keeping a nice spinal alignment throughout the day. But let's make sure we start moving now, and let's get to practice yoga for low back pain. We begin this practice lying down on the back, but instead of having the feet down, which most commonly for back injuries is quite uncomfortable, we're going to bring the knees straight in and up to your chest, so you're flattening out the whole back area. Draw your knees in and up toward you. Again, if they're quite far lifted, that doesn't matter at all. Just try to keep your whole spine really mindfully on the ground, so your sacrum, the low back, is not lifting up. As you hug your knees into your chest, allow the chin to drop down to your chest, and just hold your knees comfortably. You can also hold opposite side of your legs. Again, make sure this posture is accessible and your shoulders are relaxed. And then very gently close your eyes for a moment here. And just acknowledge the sensation in the area of your low back. Maybe there is some pain currently, some discomfort going on. Just allow yourself to feel that. And with the intention that throughout this practice, hopefully we're going to ease some of that off. And as you feel your spine resting on the mat here, walk your gaze from the base of your spine, from the area of your tailbone, vertebra by vertebra up into the area of the mid-back, the upper back, and finally to where the last vertebra connects to the skull, the top of the head. Notice if a certain area of the back is lifting, and try to ground and relax your whole spine down to the floor, the earth. And then just very gently start to rock your knees side to side, but very minimally. So we are not going into a crazy big motion just yet, or maybe not at all during the practice, depending on how severe your low back pain is. Give your low back a bit of love here, that self-care. And this is a fascial massage as you roll the spine, the body side to side. So you're already easing off through the connective tissues and some layers of the body. Gently start to rock the head side to side with it as well. So we can feel the pain maybe just in the low back, but quite often the whole spine obviously is connected and can have something to do as well with that pain. So we're trying to ease off the whole line of the spine now. Your eyes can be closed or gently open. And then slowly come back to center. Drop the right foot down onto the mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. Make sure this is comfortable. And maybe you feel that you can actually extend the right leg. But if you do that, if you feel your back discomfort gets more, just bring the sole of your right foot down. And with hugging the left knee into your chest now, try to really draw your navel to the spine as well. So you're creating a bit of compression inward. And then we're simply going to breathe for 3 rounds in and out. So on the inhale, allow your belly to inflate and dome upwards toward your left thigh. And on the exhale, hug the left knee further to the chest. If the right leg is straight, you can straighten it more, or just ground your right foot down to the earth. So you're lightly moving into opposite directions. Inhale, let's take 2 cleansing breaths, getting rid of that pain, that discomfort. Inhale through the nose, open the mouth, and exhale fully out through the mouth. 1 more round. Inhale and exhale all the way out. Very, very nice. And then from here, take your left foot and place it on top of the right thigh. Again, we have different levels of discomfort, so maybe you hold the left knee quite close in toward you. If your body allows you to, start to open the left knee away from the body. Now this version again could lift certain areas of the low back. So if you can, lift the right knee and start to hug your legs in toward your chest. You can thread your arms around the back of the leg, or you can hold your left foot, your left knee with your palms. Have a look that your hips stay leveled. So again, maybe a part of the low back pain could be that you're tilting the hips. You're more standing on one side than the other when you're upright. You could also try and challenge the body by extending the right leg, but today we really make sure it's comfortable for the body. Take 1 more inhale, open the left knee, and exhale. Slowly and carefully release the left foot all the way down. Let's hug the right knee into the chest and straight away start with your breath. Inhale, move the knee away from the body. And for your cleansing breath, exhale through the mouth. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Again, remember you can extend the left leg. Exhale. Notice that light massage over the low back. Inhale. And exhale. Full release. Beautiful work. From here, bring the left foot on top of the right thigh. Open the right knee out to the side. Again, if you can, lift the left foot, interlock your hands at the back, make sure your head stays comfortably flat on the mat, and then start to breathe into this light hip opener. But again, we work on releasing the low back. And as you're breathing, you can even visualize that you're breathing into that sensation that you're feeling in the low back. On every inhale, the breath draws new energy into the body. On every exhale, try to actively get rid of this sensation. 1 more round. And then slowly, carefully release. From here, roll yourselves over onto one side and really take your time to come all the way up into a comfortable seated posture. And I'm going to show it from here so you can see the whole kind of length of my body. You can extend the legs forward. Keep as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. You can have straight legs or bent legs for your hamstrings to be in a good position. Now interlock your arms underneath your knees, hold opposite elbows, and then gently rest the forehead down towards the earth, down towards your shins. The feet, they are very lightly engaged here, so you don't have to fully flex them. And the main part of this posture will be to relax the head down so your spine can just soften for a moment. Feel nice and heavy through the sit bones. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows, and maybe breath by breath you feel that your body can actually soften and release a little bit more. And then you could extend your legs further. You really don't have to. The more it's bent, the more you might keep that natural curve in your low back. And again, as you breathe in and out, have the intention of relaxing and softening the area of your low back. Feel comfortable in this position, feel held. Quite a lot of time when we are in pain, it's not easy to get through that day by day, or maybe have restless night. So take that time to really tune in to your breath. Spend that time with yourself, for yourself. Very, very nice. And then slowly roll the body all the way back and up. Now from here, bring the soles of your feet together and create quite a bit of a distance between your feet and your hips. So you're having a diamond shape rather than butterfly, where the heels are quite close in towards the body. Open your feet away from one another, so lightly open the toes. Think of reading a book. And now from here, inhale, lift through the spine. With the exhale, draw your elbows in towards the body. And then that's maybe where you're going to stay. Keep the head slightly lifted. So feel where the head is in line with the spine still. If you have quite a bit of space to fold forward, take your arms to the outer leg. Hold your feet from the outside and then try to draw the head down toward your feet. Again, low back pain comes in different stages, so you are listening to the body. I'm just showing you different options. You could also stay upright here and just allow your arms to relax, your head to hang heavy. Maybe closing the eyes or just softening the awareness. And now actively breathe into the area of your kidneys, your low back. So every time you're inhaling, think of breathing into the left and right side of your low back. Every time you're exhaling, relaxing the body. Allowing some of that stress, some of that discomfort to go. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Very, very nice. And then start to roll yourselves back and up. Use your hands a bit to just support the back, and then hold the opposite knees or the outer edge of the knees and bring your knees all the way together. Now from here, roll forward into all fours, your hands and knees. Bring the big toes together. Separate the knees as wide apart as you like them to go, and then very gently and softly bring the hips to your heels. Instead of a very extended child's pose, we bring the arms into a diamond shape, so a triangular shape, and rest the forehead onto the hands as your bolster, or you can create two fists and make a pillow for the head as well. And as you come into your child's pose, your version of child's pose, right away find a bit of a sway from side to side. Sometimes, obviously, if it's a very acute injury, then we might want to rest it for a moment. But as soon as you feel that it's not just happened, or you twinge your low back, you want to bring movement back into the body to keep it nice and healthy. Roll the forehead left and right, and visualize your whole spine again, from the base of your spine all the way up into the crown of your head. And as you're in this child's pose, really remember, imagine that stress is melting away, any tension, any discomfort. Come to pause back at the center, relax the whole body, so stay really, really heavy through the body. Beautiful work. And then start to lift the forehead off the ground. Come onto your hands, extend your hands quite far forward, lift yourselves onto your toes, lift the knees off the ground, and then with your knees bent a lot today, come into a downward facing dog. So the knees, they stay really bent. The arms are long to keep a nice long flat back here. And without moving too much, you can sway the hips side to side or roll the head from one side to the other. Just focus on that spinal length and a light curl of your low back. And then you try to direct your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. So again, you're evening out the whole spine, or leveling out the whole spine. Now let's start to walk forward. Very, very nice and slowly. Walk your feet through to the top of your mat. Now separate your feet mat width apart. And as you do so, notice if your knees are falling in, the knees are opening away from one another. Bend your knees again, loads here, and hold opposite elbows. Relax the head fully down.
Shift the weight more into the balls of your feet and then start to sway the body left and right. As you sway the body to the left, for example, extend the right leg a little bit more. Again, we're not working on straight legs today. And then bring one elbow further forward after the other, so you're almost twisting the body. Head is heavy, neck is completely relaxed. Come back to center, release your arms for a moment. Just allow your whole body to be supported, to hang heavy. And then walk your feet in, about hip width apart. With your inhale, take your hands to your shins. And then all the way up to your upper thighs for a flat back. Support yourselves with your hand. Again, if your low back is in discomfort, you really want to support yourselves here. Then take your left hand, give your low back a bit of warmth. If you feel like you can create a bit of strength for your back, extend the right arm forward, otherwise keep it on your leg. Breathe in here, lengthen. Again, give your low back warmth. And then let's change sides. Right hand comes onto the low back. Maybe the left arm comes forward or stays on the leg. Breathe in energy, warmth into that low back. And then take both hands onto the lumbar area and slowly, with the knees bent, come to rise up into a standing posture. And again, what I've talked about in the beginning is that natural tilt of your tailbone as you're standing, a soft bend in your knees. Hopefully you'll feel better after this practice. Make sure you repeat it as many times as you need. Take care of yourself. Maybe a hot water bottle under your back when you go to sleep. Thank you for being here. From my heart to yours. Namaste.